how good was the Duke and the legend of Duke and what he has done. Surfing, movies, whatever, he is the father of modern surfing. As we take a look during the break, this surfer right here.
Yeah, Stu Kennedy, this is kind of one of my dark horses to actually win this event. He has been on fire. Yesterday, I think, he was probably the guy to beat. He really looked like he was just smoking out there, flying around the lineup. I'm loving the way the board looks under his feet. And that's the key today, Dave. He's going to have to really keep that speed up.
No priority to start things off with, except two surfers have already jumped on some waves. So our surfer in white, Josh Kerr, looking to either get a barrel or launch. He's really quick on his feet. The amazing Josh Kerr. Now living in San Diego from the Gold Coast, he really stands on the tail and mixes things up, whether on the face of the wave or in the air. And right behind, we're taking a look at Kai Otten. Otts, what a character. Sometimes you can't get a straight answer out of him. And this surfer right here, Stu Kennedy, I was in the medical tent with Dr. Leland Dow getting checked up there, a little cut on but he had an injury. He cut his foot, so he's slightly injured. Dusty Payne, there's the powerhouse. Remember, he is the defending champion. He had a miracle run last year to rejoin the tour. And can you imagine? It looks like he is on track. And he's with that same motivation. He's keeping it low-key, but he could have another miracle run here in the Triple Crown.
Let's see, Dusty Payne. Look at the waves, Dave. There is non-stop on tap here. Look at Stu Kennedy. He's like, I might as well swing and go again.
Kennedy opened up with a 4.0. He does have a wave in between that's going to be a throwaway. Kennedy now really stands on the tail. And Stewie's got his beautiful wife and little 2-year-old son, Taj, and spins it around. And to the inside he comes on a very unique board.
Yeah, that's. I think Kelly Slater's going to want that surfboard back from Stu Kennedy. That's a shape from Daniel Thompson, kind of a firewire technology there, that linear foam. Amazing how much spring he's getting out of that board. And speaking of boards, Dusty Payne went bananas on his wave as well, as we see Kai Otten right here on his backhand. This wave kind of fattened up, so this is not going to be a keeper score. But yeah, Dusty Payne, I think he's on JS. Again, it's really rare to see someone on a bad board these days. Everyone just looks like they're surfing the way they want to. On key right here, Josh Kerr. Always going to be really fast, fluid, and light-footed. He loves to kind of slide that tail around, and here we go, live action.
And this is Dusty Payne, the powerhouse, 11th year pro, 5 years on the World Tour. In the last couple of years as he spins around has been amazing comebacks here in Hawaii. When he won the Hawaiian Pro last year, edging out Julian Wilson, Jeremy Flores, and Adam Melling. We had two surfers battling for the lead and the other two watching.
Yeah, amazing. And so well documented as we see. Watch this nose pick right here from Dusty. Nice little tail slide, and this is where he gets funky. Boom, picks that nose and spins it around. This is a guy that we always refer to as a powerhouse, but very agile. It's good to see a healthy Dusty Payne, because physically, if he was hindered by some knee problem or ankles, you wouldn't be, spinning into that nose pick. So physically, Dusty looking spot on.
$50,000 for his aerial moves.
Damn.
And then you move on, and he was the runner-up to the Triple Crown title. Dusty Payne, watch out. Here it comes, Josh Kerr again. Still waiting for his first score. He does fall, but he knows how to fall. But he has got a bag of tricks. Fearless competitor, a youngster at 31. Well, he had to long arm it to get it in this one. Kai Otten. A lot of these guys are surfing with a little bit of injuries here and there, a little bit of pain. Kai checks in at 35 years of age, and he is a grommet with a great personality and a great career. 14 years as a pro, and he's snapping the top after that. When you commit yourself to a wave, you're going to lose priority. Maybe with this priority situation, once you do get on the wave, you're committed to the wave a little bit more, because if you didn't have priority, you might have pulled out early. Stu Kennedy, high line for speed. What's he going to do? Trying to chase down a barrel? Nope. Grab rail. Goes for a reverse move.
Yeah, that wave, kind of a closeout there. So Stu just going for the Hail Mary. Again, so this has been a flurry of action, and it's going to be kind of complicated for the judges. They got so many numbers to crunch. They're going to have to queue up all these rides. Would not want to be one of those guys right now. They really got to, and each one of these rides mean a lot to these competitors, obviously. So they want to make sure that they judge each ride accordingly. They don't want to, kind of have a blur of numbers. So that was wild. That was a lot of waves ridden in the last 5 minutes.
He's done some world travels. I think they got a big team. They've got a lot of resources, but medical attention and safety for the surfers first and foremost. Keep your athletes healthy. As we take a look at Stu Kennedy, wave number 5. He started with a 4, probably has another 4. Stu is relentless on the beach, his wife and child watching. And he continues to make his way to the inside and giving it 100% effort. I asked his wife earlier today, I go, Ashley, who named the baby Taj? He goes, I was in labor for about 18 hours, and I didn't care what the kid's name was. It was Stu that named him Taj.
That is epic.
Is that funny? Just 18 hours of labor.
Well, Stu Kennedy, proud new father, and again, I'm just absolutely in love with the way this kid's surfing in this event. He is flying around, and he really does look like when he stands up, he has the pick of the litter in terms of any maneuver he wants to do, he's going right into it. He's not manipulated by the waves or the boards. It's almost as if he's mind surfing out there.
Right now, let's check in the beach with Kaipo. Good morning, Kaipo.
Yeah, I'm really stoked that there's some really good waves here, and then sunset's looking like it's going to be good too, so really good to, do the surfing that I love to do, and yeah, hopefully I can go as far as I can.
Well, we're enjoying it. What last question, the hair. The hair is gone. You feeling a little bit lighter?
Definitely lighter. Feel a little bit more, I'm not really worrying about it getting my eyes now at J-Bay. It was fun, but it was like an almost a new move that I had to do. I had to head flick on my bottom turn, so I'm just trying to get through some heats, and I want to be on tour next year.
Well, you're looking good right now off to the quarterfinals. Congratulations, and we'll see you surfing again. Back up to you guys.
A rookie this season on a CT Tour, but just to make the CT Tour is a big accomplishment, but unfortunately for Ricardo, he hasn't really had the consistent results he's need to break into that top 22. But this is going to be encouraging for him into the quarterfinals. He could qualify through the QS if he gets a couple of big results. As we see Josh Kerr, a couple of nice pivoting moves there from him. 6.17 on that first right-hander for Josh. Just a little unstable on that second floater there for Dusty Payne. He almost got up on the lip, but just kind of got stuck below that floater that he really wanted to connect with, and that's what makes Kai Otten so dangerous there. Just precision backhand surfing, 2 big vertical snaps there for Kai Otten on one of the better waves we've seen in this heat.
Yeah, as Dusty Payne paddles out, he goes, I sure hope Kai Otten knows how to surf. Well, he does. He avoided getting 3 fins in the back. I thought Kai Otten had the thumpinest wave right there. That was a beautiful wave. From our perspective, that wave was thrown out, and he decided to just do some big vertical moves. Here we go. Stu Kennedy, scores are in right now, a 4.33 and a 4.30. He's in the second spot. At this point, it is a Dusty Payne with a 7.83 and a 6.33 your leader. Payne trying to get rid of that 6.33. His last wave will not factor in. Little miscue. And using priorities. And the priority situation is so key right here. But we're waiting on a very important wave for Kai Otten. He does have a 4.33, but his third wave, wave choice, gives you the opportunity when you pick a really good wave. Yeah. There it is. Now what are you going to do with it?
Kai Otten, it looks like he's going to drop potentially the biggest score so far in this heat. So now he's just worrying about one extra wave. Again, it's top two best waves per surfer, and he's got a lot of time left to get that accomplished.
Well, when he goes over to the beach, Marshall, look at same look as yesterday. He's happy about Haleiwa. He loves the overcast and the rain and offshore conditions. His very first of 2 wins here at Haleiwa, where it was prefrontal or post-frontal conditions that kind of went through. It was the onshore wind, then it turned offshore, barreling, and he went to town. Water temp in the high 70s. Air temp going to get up to about 81. It's going to be hot and warm and sticky and a lot of fun as we take a look at Kai Otten. His 8.43 comes in his third wave. He is in the second spot. Dusty still in the lead. And Kai looking at better, a 4.33. They know these scores. The beach commentators have been telling the situation. They can read exactly the priority, but they need the scores. And Josh getting a little stylish there. His best wave, a 6.1 to 7 to start things up. Josh is in third right now. Josh Kerr needs a 6.60.
See, Josh, we just picked up on the second half of that wave, getting stylish on that little cut back there, throwing a little lean into it. And so there's the boys' first priority right now with Stu Kennedy. And if he's going to get back in this heat here, he needs to get bigger waves. Little layback hack there from Josh Kerr, mixing it up. We all know how he loves to slide the fins around. But I like that he mixed it up there, Dave, just throwing a little bit of style into the mix.
Again, they're really not judging the wave. They're judging what you can do on the wave. And Kai Otten just unleashes on some powerful surf. His wave selection's been really good.
It's been good, isn't it? I think the rhythm's been nice for him. As soon as he's been outside in the lineup, kind of waiting his turn, a bomb has come his way. So a little bit of luck there, but give Kai Otten credit. He's been patient, and it's really helping him. So now he's going to have a great backup score along with that 8.4. Poncho's, he's been a fixture on the North Shore for a long, long time, and there is life, after being a pro surfer. And Poncho's got a lovely family raising him here on the North Shore, as we see Kai Otten getting crazy there with a couple of backside snaps. So now his objective is to try to get rid of that 5.23, and it looks like he's done that, the 6.73. And Dusty Payne, we've had a couple of rides. I mean, it's amazing how consistent the waves are this morning. Look at how agile Dusty is. You can see he is pumped. Little finger snap right there for him. 7.5, so he's in the lead.
Let's follow up on Poncho real quick. I believe he's just, now he's doing his own thing. He's independent from being a rep for a while, I believe, for Rip Curl. So Thiago has been on a tear. Yeah. Well, he is focused, and he's thinking, he's had good thoughts before. Michel Perez wants to get out in the lineup. Go back to our live action. Very busy guy in the lineup here. This is his 8th wave. It's Stu Kennedy. Kennedy's in 4th, and he's in a combination situation, so things aren't going his way. Dusty Payne still leading, but by the slimmest margin, 0.17. Dusty has a 15.33 two-wave total. Kai Otten's 15.16. Dusty, taking a look at this backhand.
Well, Stu Kennedy, I'm surprised his wave selection, that I'm sure it had something to do with he had 3rd or 4th priority, so he went on that smaller wave. But if he's going to break back into this heat,
a 7's a 7.5 and a 7.83. It is so close, 0.17. So those two guys are looking pretty good. Josh Kerr needs an 8.99, but here's Kai Otten trying to better a 6.73. His wave choice has been really good, and he knows when to cut his losses and get back in the lineup. First priority with Josh Kerr, he needs it. He needs an 8.99 with 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. So the most impressive thing about Josh Kerr for you? Cat and mouse. You don't want to paddle too hard or you lose priority unless you're in the 4th spot. And here is Kai Otten. And they didn't even give him priority. He was sitting so far to the inside. They didn't issue a 4th priority. He probably didn't care.
Yeah.
And then also Dusty Payne giving that one a look.
That's a big heat for Stu Kennedy. He's at 15th in the ratings, but he's got a large number sitting on his 5th best result at 2,200 points. So he really needs to make another heat or two if he's going to, bump up the ratings. As we see split peak action there as Kai was going left. And then he's been mixing it up well, too. Not only was he throwing down some hammers, big carves, stuff like that, but he threw in a nice nose pick. That wave right there from Dusty Payne, from Stu Kennedy, amazing carve. Nice little slow motion reverse right there, but just a 4.3, a little low for me. I thought that was a point or two higher. So he's got a big task in front of him. He still needs a combination of 2 waves. There's that agility from Dusty Payne. We talk about his power, but pretty cool that he's mixing it up with some of the progression as well. So it's just showing all the tricks in the bag here from Dusty Payne. It's got him in the lead.
I got to ask you, sometimes it looks like there could be an opportunity for a little tube ride, a barrel ride. Well, maybe not a barrel, we'll call it a tube. And they're not taking it. They're showing a little bit more, and they're showing their speed, power, and it just might give them a little more points and then kind of tuck it into a little bubble.
You like the barrel, don't you, Dave?
Well, I like pipeline.
It's well, here at Haleiwa.
Well, remember Michel
Haleiwa
Perez,
is an amazing hollow wave.
And Corey Lopez said that. What's the best thing about pipe? Well, I love getting a barrel, and I love coming out and throwing an air. How exciting is that? Well, that was a serious battle for our surfer, but there was no 4th priority, so he's not going to lose a 3rd priority, Dusty Payne. Here is Stu Kennedy. Stu might be a little upset he didn't get out of the combination situation. Kind of looks a little defeated right there.
Yeah.
Bummed out. Here we go, surfer in yellow. You can see Kai Otten in there giving it a look. Well, Dusty Payne trying to get rid of a 7.50. Your heat leader with 55 seconds on the clock. This would be his shore boat. Going to bring it all the way in. And there is no defensive play. Oh, nice punt right there. Josh Kerr looking for an 8.99. He knows he needs to go to the air, especially on a wave that's not going to offer too much more except a couple of nice turns and the pirouette off. And look at this. But you can't blame him. He says, well, is that an interference? Kai Otten, your leader.
Whoa.
And Stu Kennedy knows he had to take it because we're down to 20 seconds remaining. I don't think there's any hard feelings at all.
Yeah,
Well, maybe there is.
Stu's just fired up. I think, you know, we called it in a way before. He's a little bit irritated right now. Kai's not having it.
Well,
So
you know
he's
what-
changing a couple of words.
What would have been the difference there is if Josh Kerr gets the score, Kai Otten didn't get a decent wave.
That's right.
Either way, drama continues here from Haleiwa.